Do you have to do that clapping thing still?
No, there's no video.
What?
So it's all good.
Well, clapping. There's no recording.
Loving the stick.
So, hello guys, welcome to our podcast. We are back. It's been a while since we last did a podcast because we've just been slacking. Really, I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, we took a small break. No,
Yeah,
nothing
a
more.
small like 9-month break.
Just to like recoup and rebuild for what we want to do in the future, right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, reevaluate.
Yeah.
So what have we been reevaluating?
Our lives, basically. Like,
Nothing
because
much,
really,
bro. I don't know.
we're not on the right track to where we want to be, right? I guess. Well, I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah, I think.
Where do you want to be at?
Right now,
Yep.
Bro,
happy-
Japan. Japan sounds nice.
yeah, that's a future travel destination goal. But honestly, I'm quite happy with where I am right now. But except for some things, like I'm lacking in studying because I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm behind
Amen.
in classes, but like
Amen.
That's fair.
honestly, I'm not where I want to be, but where I'm at right now, and I guess not progression. What is it like? I'm in the process of making progression, and that's what I'm fine with.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. I would agree with that. I feel like I'm in the same situation, but like, I had to take a little break to reevaluate like personal stuff outside of this very serious podcast.
Do you want to talk about it? What stuff have you been thinking about? And
I just like uni
evaluating?
stuff,
Yeah.
work-life balance, stuff like that. Like personal aspirations, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I guess for me, I haven't really strived for much. I think from this point and the last time we actually talked on a mic, definitely do want to get out there a bit more. What about you, Jimmy? What's new? What's new since last
What's
time?
happening, Jimmy?
What's new since the last podcast? Not much, eh? I've definitely been working a lot more because taking a break from uni now. As yeah, reevaluating life and everything. Yeah, my goals have definitely changed a lot since last mention. Now I have plans to go join the army now.
The army.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Facts.
talked briefly about this,
I'll be there with you, Jimmy.
off camera, but what is it exactly you want to do in the army again?
Throw grenades.
I just want to go for that
Yeah, then dox yourself.
because like in Australia they have the thing called the 80th gap year. It's where like you go and you experience the army life for a year.
Is that with the college or is that just with the army itself?
I'm pretty sure it's with the army itself, yeah. But like you still get paid. They'll pay off uni debt if you do get the job.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
and like you gotta. Honestly, it's more like learning about discipline. Getting up early, 5 o'clock in the morning each time, getting to a routine. That is stuff that I feel like I lack right now. And as much as I wanna build up myself, build my routine myself, I feel like life right now, like with work, with like catching up with friends and stuff, it's just
Social
stuff that's like social life. That's the stuff that's preventing me from keeping to routine. I
You
feel
need
like
so is it like fair to say that you need like a reboot,
yeah, legit. Like I feel like
like a hard reset?
hard reset on life, bro.
Like,
Like I need
organized.
please kill me.
CPU, new GPU,
Rebuild. It's Isekai me right now, right?
More red.
This is my Isekai pathline, bro.
No, I relate to that.
You know how everybody goes in that like level 1, trains himself up. I feel like this will be like that kind of feeling. I don't
Yeah.
know, cause like cause you have to shave your head off and everything. So you actually feel like you're starting from like
Right,
You're a baby now.
baby
No,
now.
You're like the same as everyone as well. No, I can relate to that because like I had the same thoughts a while ago. I was talking to Vuthy about it a while ago. I was like, the army sounds like a good idea to like, it's like enforces discipline on you.
Yeah.
But then like
Yeah.
I had the idea that like I can just enforce my own discipline. So like I decided not to do that, but now I'm having second thoughts. Jimmy, let's go.
Let's go, right?
Let's go,
Next
Jimmy.
year, let's go.
I think it's harder to enforce your own discipline
It's so hard.
compared to like
That type of discipline.
having to actually
Being
discipline
forced
yourself.
discipline.
Like you're at your home, it's comfortable, right? Everything's there.
Yeah.
So it's definitely harder to like enforce your own discipline and create your own responsibilities. But so you think you're lacking that discipline in your life? You know, you need that.
I don't
right?
think I'm gonna like. I feel like I'm gonna hate like every single step of the way. Like, because one, I can't contact anybody like
For like
for a
3
whole
months or something.
for 3 months.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's
contact
like-
anybody.
you
yeah,
can't
it's
like like
barely.
like also they also like they'll give you like depending on your performance as well. Like they'll give you like maybe a 10-minute call with loved ones and stuff like that. Like but without that you can't contact anybody.
So, little like prison.
It's
It's boot camp, bro.
It's boot camp.
Reboot.
Reboot
actually
camp. That's
is.
what I'm
It's
telling you. Like
I looked into it a bit a while back as well, and it's like every single day for like the 3 months is like timetabled, and you have to stick to that timetable.
yeah,
every
like
day.
that. That's the whole training camp, and then after that, though, you can either choose if you want to go to the army, the navy, or the air force. You don't get to choose. I think pretty sure you do an aptitude test, and like what results you get on the aptitude test is what they'll try like
Yeah.
I want you, I want you,
You
I
can
want
choose. You can choose from that.
Yeah,
Like you do a little test, and then like it shows your options based on like how well you scored, and then you go do an interview like
that's
based on
true.
what you want
Yeah.
and your preferences, and then after that you go to different boot camps depending on what like army, navy, or air force
yeah.
or chair force.
So, what's your biggest obstacle? Do you think going into this? What do you think? What are your weaknesses going into this that you think
I definitely
could be
feel
like
like
a liability?
I don't know. I feel like physically, I feel like right now I don't think I'm fit enough. Like to even like because there is a fitness test as well that you gotta take,
Yeah.
and you gotta do at least like 50 push-ups, or like, and then I think
do that easy.
Is that
Yeah,
a fair
but-
assumption?
but like not you don't have to like do it in a row. You can take breaks, but you have to at least complete like in like 3 minutes or something.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the sit-ups as well. And there's a beep test as well. Then like, I don't know, cause I haven't actually tested myself, to see if I could actually complete that at the moment, cause I've just been too busy with work. But like, at the same time, I feel like like that sounds like pretty easy.
It's pretty chill. Like when I
Yeah.
looked into it, I don't know about how it is now, but when I looked into it a while back, it's like for the army, which is for the army, I think it's the hardest is like quote unquote hardest is in like it expects the most of you physically. Like to get into boot camp is in like 15 push-ups, 45 sit-ups,
Yeah,
7.5 beep test.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was it. And then, but then like once you actually get into boot camp, it like progressively gets harder and harder
yeah,
and harder.
definitely.
And that's where people like they think that like that baseline level is like good enough, and then they go there and then
Nah.
they like get fucked over, like hard as, and then they like cry, go home.
Yeah, like I've had a friend who joined doing this right now, like just started 2 weeks ago, and like already like in the first week, like we're like 20 people have dropped out,
Yeah,
and like
it
it's
happens,
not.
dude.
It's more like a mental thing. Well, it's more like missing family too much. More like just this stuff is too hard, I believe. But yeah, like I really want to challenge myself. I feel like this is something that that everyone should at least try once in their life. Like even with in Korea, right?
Yo, yo.
How it's like mandatory to enlist into military.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why is it that that they are doing that? How come like not other countries are?
Do you think
doing
it
that?
should be mandatory in Australia?
No, we're not under like immediate threat from North Korea.
Yeah,
though.
same thing. But
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's just like it's a good thing that it's not like mandatory. Honestly, like that we'll have the choice to either join or not.
Yeah.
It's like that's
It's a
like
choice.
it's a
Yeah.
choice exactly. It's just like so good as it is.
Yeah,
Well, like
so-
but at the same time, I feel like with generations now, like they're just getting
It would be
like,
quite beneficial
lazier.
to,
like I don't know. It's just the
Isn't
way
that just like a boomer mentality?
That is-
To
Didn't-
think
that
that
is,
the
like,
last
hard boomer.
the next generation is like because every generation has been saying that from like from like the dawn of man. Oh, this next generation is like getting lazy, and then that just keeps going on.
No, I think it's just like, I think it's like when you're like aging, you can't see that like the younger generations are like diverging in their talents.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
putting
exactly.
their talents elsewhere, but then like you can't see that. You can only see like in your own bubble.
Traditional way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like-
how you
like
grew up. So you can't, you see that they're not as good as the things that you used to do.
in your traditional sense, but
Yeah.
but
they have
they're
other
growing
talents.
into their own like conventional methods
Yeah.
that we see as like, oh,
Yeah.
really? That's
Yeah.
cool though. But going back to what you said though, when you said that like everyone should like at least give it a thought or go through it, I've actually thought about it once too.
Yeah, what?
And it was actually like a month ago. Actually, I saw an ad for the Marines.
Yeah.
And there was something cool. It was foreign surveillance.
Yeah.
So I'd be the guy in the sky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds sick.
I was
pretty
like,
sick.
That sounds cool as. And
Yeah.
like I was talking to like my uni mates about it too. I was like, bro, this sounds sick. Like I might actually consider it.
Yeah. Honestly, like, there's so many like careers in the army. Like, as much as you don't want to, as like get involved with war and stuff. But like, it's not just about war as well.
That's good too.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Yeah.
good to it as well. Like, it's more like, protecting your country as well. Like, it's more like protecting your loved ones. Like, stuff like like foreign surveillance and stuff will prevent like enemies from coming into the country. It's like,
Isn't the army like based on war? Like,
No, but like, I feel like that's a misconception because like military is not. I mean, war is war, but military is not only for war. It's for like
Yeah.
peacekeeping as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And it's
But
for,
like
security
security against what?
against other countries, so you don't necessarily have to go into war. I feel like. I feel like that sounds really backwards, but I don't know.
But like, I feel like all this army thing would have derived from war. Like, it would have came from war.
Yeah, probably. But like, from my personal experience, the reason I wanted to join initially was
Yeah.
because like, when the Australian bushfires first happened, they had a bunch of like army people like coming in to like help the farmers and stuff with the bushfires.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And
that was
after
cool.
like literally after that, I was like, bro, I feel so useless. There's so much shit happening. I
Yeah.
can't be helpful in any of it. So like, I should join so I can like be there when
Yeah, that's
the community needs it. But like, I never really had in mind that like, I'd be going overseas and like
yeah.
murdering families.
Yeah, I'm not really down with it.
no, yeah, we're putting you in Ukraine.
no, I'm good, dude. But I mean, like, that's like a responsibility of the role, right? So
Yeah.
like, that happens with everything.
There's a lot of good
Yeah.
things that come out of it, like health benefits. I guess you could be mentally better as well, and you do help the community out. I saw like, what is it? I saw like an army. I don't know. It was like an army vehicle like going around helping people with the floods. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was literally
Did you
just
see that?
here.
What?
Like,
Oh,
yeah, like
I don't-
here, like
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
a few. Like honestly, I thought everyone's preparing for war from
Wait,
that.
someone's
but,
invading,
nah,
bro.
legit.
Russia's here.
yeah, but actually, like I saw a post on Facebook, but it was like they were going around helping people, like cleaning out with the
clearing up
floods,
the floods
and just, like
and debris and stuff.
yeah,
But you know what was so stupid though? Like, a lot of people like mistreated those like people. They like. Did you see the post where like one of the civilians spat on one of the on one of the troops?
yeah, that's
No, I
pretty
didn't see
nasty.
Yeah,
Wait,
just because.
was this
Huh?
when?
This is when the floods were happening,
No,
like just
floods.
recently,
What? Why?
because apparently they didn't come fast enough. Right.
Dude, what?
Yeah, I know.
It's
It
not
was.
their.
It's
It's
like.
not their responsibility.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
working out a line here to help people out.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're risking their lives, to, help you out. They could be helping their own families out, but nah, they're coming here to help, like, your family, you
Yeah.
instead, and like, I don't know. When I saw that, I was like, what the
Yeah, that's
fuck?
pretty
Like,
scumbag.
that's a scumbag. Like, like, I get it. You are one of the people that lost your house. Like through the floods.
Yeah.
Like you lost a lot of stuff. As much as, it's like anyone could wish that didn't happen. It happened. So you can't just keep going blaming other people
Yeah. it
for what
was
happened.
not
Like
in their
Mother Nature
control.
like has our own ways. Should
You know,
have just had a better house.
Fuck.
I'm sure there are
What
actually,
are you gonna do it to him?
I'm sure there are actually good intentions behind that, but like I don't want to get like political and all, but like I did remember seeing this post actually during the floods,
Yeah.
and it was in a town, and affected town, and the military did come, but they were using that opportunity as like a photo op.
Yeah, it's like a
No-
promo thing.
No
yeah,
way.
Yeah, and I was like, that's crazy. Like, so I mean, we haven't really heard that full story, right?
Yeah.
So it's not always black and white.
Yeah,
There's probably
exactly.
some grey area to it.
What they
So-
do? Did they just come take a
They
photo
were
by the floods?
posing. They were posing. There was like a tripod with a camera. There was like military lined up. They were doing that thing where like they just like haggle down like bag from like one person to the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, passing down the parcel.
Yeah, passing the parcel, and they were using that as like a photo op, and I could see some truth to that, but
Was there like an actual? Was it like a stand or was this like a person taking a photo?
it was a tripod.
Oh, they had a
There was like
tripod.
a media team behind it.
Oh,
correct.
they would have hired a media team before.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
It was on
how
Reddit.
did you
Film
work out
me.
the situation,
It'd be
like,
army
at the
affiliated.
time though, like
I don't
reckon?
know. It was it's hard to say, but like it looked like it was in like Northern Territory
sure.
or something. Yeah. So I could definitely
but like I can see how.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
gotta flex the gram,
Gotta
right?
get the recruitments in, bro.
gotta flex the gram.
People gotta join somehow, man.
That's the thing with media's like you won't know if it's the truth or it's fake. Like you don't know. It's like it's always the perspective of the camera person that
I
they
mean,
they
it could
did
be like,
what they decide to show, what they decide not to show.
Could be many reasons for that. Like, what if they're like really just like running low on like new recruitments and they're just like trying to inspire some people.
I'll definitely believe like
But
yeah.
That's shady
honestly,
still.
Having a whole media team come through is a bit like,
It's a bit sketch, but
yeah, it's a bit how you going. But I don't
You
know.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I guess, but like that could just been taken on an iPhone. Like I don't think anyone would care that much.
Yeah. Anyway, though, moving on.
yeah,
Moving
bro. I
on
don't
to
know.
more exciting
Bro, like
topics.
literally, like
Yeah.
our return podcast was like military political.
For some reason.
Like, somehow.
exactly. Next podcast will all be in the army.
Bro,
We
like,
the army.
So our future plans are we're gonna be Sonder Boys in the army. We're gonna
Sonder army. We're gonna start a
expect
new
new
army.
content.
Sunday army.
We're gonna be vlogging.
Force
Anyway.
people to vlog at the army.
Bro.
Let's go.
Anyway, for more exciting, I guess, conversation, how has everyone's goals shifted in the last year or so? Like, we're in April, the 3rd of April
2022.
soon, actually. How has everyone's perspective on their goals shifted? Does anyone want to start?
I mean, we like basically heard that Jimmy got brainwashed into the army. What? But like, I
Just
feel like,
one simple ad.
I feel like I don't know. It hasn't changed too much. It's more just like as time goes on, there's like more clarity to like the situation, like your pathways and your options.
Yeah.
So like the goals haven't really changed too much. It's just like
Priorities?
you get to like decide your priorities better, and you get to like establish like where you really want to be.
So how
you
you
have,
doing?
like,
What
a
is your
general
goal,
path.
Nate?
You have like a general path, and then you have like the arrow that you're going for. I don't know, dude. Honestly, I've been considering it the past little bit, but I think I still want to continue with Paramed. Become a paramedic, especially after I had placement and I was like out there on the road, like dealing with people, dealing with patients. It was like kind of life changing, to be honest.
That must have like changed your initial views, right? Like
Oh
going
yeah,
into
no, it was like totally different.
How has that differed? From,
It's- So like I've done uni, I've done science at uni for a while now, and I did Paramed at uni, and it's like it's all just theory, it's all just like general like how you're doing daily like uni stuff, like go to class, whatever, learn it. But then when you're actually like applying it on road, to like real people, you see how people react to you. You see how like you can really change someone's day
yeah.
depending on like how bad it's going for them.
I don't think you've actually told us about any of your placements.
Oh,
Any,
bro, that's confidential, right?
confidential.
It
NDAs?
is confidential.
I think it actually is.
is.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Patient,
100%.
like
It's
medical
like
pressure.
Don't worry, bro.
Yeah.
Just change their names. We're all good.
I'll give a general rundown.
Well, yeah. How
So, like,
about more
do the-
general?
do
I
the-
didn't go to like anything too serious. I heard some gnarly stories and I saw some like crazy stuff from other people.
Dude,
But like, what was that?
the dude that was like, he was high, or you thought he like completely like died and shut off or something, but then he just greened out.
Oh yeah. No, that happened as well. Yeah, I
Still
remember that.
confidential.
I mean, it's not like it's confidential to like release like names
Names.
and like details, but basically this dude looked like he didn't look too well. He did not look too well. He was like out. We didn't know what was happening. He looked sus, bro. He was like, shit, like what's wrong with this guy? And then like basically it was because he just took some Mary J, some of the green devil's lettuce.
Some buds.
How
So
dare
like,
they.
no, we thought it was really serious. We thought it was like a brain bleed or some shit. We thought he was like on the verge of death.
Did someone call you to come in and
Yeah, we got called in and he was like, did not look good. And then like, we were like, oh, because he had an accident. I can't really. So he had an accident
It's an
where
accident.
he knocked his head. So we were like, oh, it must be to do with that. So like, we were treating it as if like this dude who was having like a brain bleed, he was like
a
gonna die.
concussion? Or
Yeah,
something?
not a concussion, but like serious, like he's not responding. Like he's on
Yeah.
the ground, like not responding at all.
Yeah.
And basically we're like, oh shit, this guy's gone. This guy is bad, man. And then we bring him into the ambo. Turns out the dude was just like greened out on like weed. Because like we started blasting some music next to his ear and then he started bobbing his head along. He started bobbing his head along. And we're like, hey mate, what's your favorite song? Tell us your favorite song. And he was just smiling and stuff, giggling. But like, it was so strange, man. Like he wouldn't open his eyes or anything. He wouldn't talk to us. But like every time we like joked with him, he would smile and laugh.
So
And
did
then-
he end up fine after?
Bro, and then we even took him to the hospital, and the hospital was like, "Oh shit, this kid looks bad." And then we're like, "No, we swear to God, just play some music next to his ear." And then the nurses came, played some music, and he started laughing. And they're like, "What the fuck?" Like, no way.
Just sleeping.
This guy's funny as. Yeah, I didn't really go to anything too serious. So like, it's not like I'd been traumatized permanently or anything yet.
Mm.
But there's some funny stories, some
Like,
funny little stuff.
Do you
like
think when you do get your first traumatic experience, how do you think you'll take it in?
that. Oh.
Will it be traumatic?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm pretty good with that stuff normally. Like I'm pretty good with like traumatic stuff. But I feel like the real trauma will happen when like I feel like I didn't do enough. I feel like if it's out of my hands,
That's
like
deep.
no matter how like bad the situation is, if it wasn't my fault or if it was like from extenuating circumstances where like I couldn't control it, I would become like pretty much completely fine with it. But then if it was a scenario where like I feel like I didn't do enough and it caused something to go wrong, that'd probably like scar me for a
that
while.
would stick with you.
Would
Yeah.
you still go on being a paramedic?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
It would be.
Yeah, there's
be
like
hard.
that, like I messed up a little bit on road with the people I was working with, but then like that like singed into my brain, and like I didn't make those mistakes again for the
Yeah.
rest of the time I was there.
Oh, nice.
So like, but it's not like I beat myself up about it. It's just like something I won't forget.
Yeah, you can't. You're
yeah,
like,
you just can't forget. It just like
You can't.
it's stuck in your brain now. But yeah, I want to continue with that. I think it's like fun. It's fun, exciting, good work.
no, that's good. I'm actually considering it as well.
That's fair.
Maybe.
Let's all just like do the same shit, right?
I'm just so tired of IT, man. Like, actually, not IT. I'm just tired of uni.
I was
Tired
like-
of studying.
I think
Tell
we're
us-
all tired.
Tell us the real problem. Tell us the real problem.
The real problem is I hate uni. How backwards it is sometimes. Nah, that's not. That's probably just a biased assumption, but like, I don't know. I guess also the fact that I thought going into IT it would be like everything I wanted, right? Because like I like staying on my PC, my
Yeah.
computer,
Yeah.
staying at home.
Yeah.
But like
Gamer.
the reality is, I think I want something more like proactive, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
something on my feet, something to like keep me going. I don't think a 9 to 5 in IT is that. I'd like to do it for a couple of years though,
Yeah.
just to get
of
some
course.
experience.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, like there was like a couple people like that had career changes in my course. And,
Yeah.
like one of them was like a full time. I think she was like a developer or something.
Yeah,
And she worked in an office like full time, and then she would
Yeah.
come to uni after, go to classes.
yeah,
I'm like, that's pretty intense, but
yeah.
you do what you do.
yeah.
Find what you
Put your
want
mind to it.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I just can't see myself doing probably more than 5 years, to be honest, at a computer job. I'd like to do something more proactive, you know, on my feet.
Jimmy, that's what. Let's convince him to join the army.
He's
That's
already,
what you're
he's
here
already
for.
the
convinced.
army.
That's what you're here
He's
for.
already
Joining the
convinced. He'll be
army?
joining with us next year. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, that's facts.
Well, What about Anthony? You know, you talked about
Yeah.
how you hate studying now. Why? How's your
I've
perspective
always
changed?
hated it. I never really enjoyed it.
You
Because
seem less passionate though now.
I'm still continuing with what I'm doing. I still have the drive to finish, and like I don't know. I wanna accomplish something that I can be happy with, and
Yeah.
it's just not like fuck. I just dropped it again. Like how
Yeah.
what a waste of time. How useless.
Yeah.
But I do hate studying even more now, especially because during the first stage of my study, it was so easy. Like it was just like because I'm studying nursing. It wasn't like I wasn't prescribing medication. I wasn't doing anything that's like I guess nurse like. I was just learning about like the
Like
legal
the basics, right?
yeah, like the legal part of it, the business side, you know, how to clean a patient, how to, you know, give them the shower basically. And that was what dog shit easy. Like
Yeah.
I played Valorant during most of my Zoom classes. Like and,
There's a problem.
Sounds
Like-
like actually different, man. What the heck?
because I don't know, I don't really learn by sitting there taking notes. I'm more
Like active, like doing.
yeah, doing. I love learning like in practical classes, but I'm more like if I'm in a class, instead of me trying to take a note, it's better for me to listen
Yeah.
to what the teacher's
Yeah.
saying. Because if I'm this is why I prefer Zoom, but because of COVID, because COVID settled down, I'm now back in class. But when I was in Zoom, I would just like take a screenshot of whatever she's sharing. It's just simple. It's like 2 clicks, and then now I have some notes. And I can just fully listen to what she's saying. But now that I'm in class, I can't write fast enough. And I had to focus on like what the heck I'm writing.
Yeah.
Didn't do recordings in TAFE?
No, they don't. It's
That's
so
actually
dog
stupid.
shit.
That's
What
so
the-
stupid.
That's so
Hey.
shit.
They only did recording of Zoom classes, but not this. And
Bruh.
it's like, dude, like it's like an actual school where I have to attend my classes. And honestly, I do learn. I do take out quite a bit of information from my classes, but
Yeah.
I'm more of a hands-on learner. Like when I do my assignments, that's when I learn the most, because I'm just like, you know, it's like I'm like researching on my personal time, and it's like putting effort into finding out what the heck this
Yeah.
medicine
Yeah,
does,
like
or what
proactively.
yeah, I'm
learning
like
instead of like listening.
listening. Yeah, I do take in a lot more information by listening rather than writing, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I hate studying. It's just it's annoying. I like to work more because one, you're making money. It's like and two, it's honestly it's pretty fun what I do right now. It's pretty chill.
Your job or?
Yeah, my job.
Oh, okay.
I'm not at
Hey, Jace.
no, I quit that.
What are you doing now?
I'm basically like a gardener.
Working like
Wait.
a nursery.
Yeah,
we-
I'm working at a plant nursery.
Oh, you're with your Lil. Leo.
Leon, yeah.
Yeah.
Redacted.
I'm with Leon.
He's
Redacted.
redacted.
Redacted at a redacted.
No, that's why I didn't
nursery.
finish it. I didn't finish the name.
Lil Leon. Lil
the-
redacted.
Redacted. No, but that's sick, guys. Yeah.
But yeah, and lately I've been needing to put more time into studying. It just made me realize how much I hate it, because there's a lot more things I'd rather be doing.
Yeah, but like, when you do finish it, it'll be worth it. As you know, it'll help you get,
Yeah, that's why I'm sticking through it. Like I had a phase, literally probably like a month ago, where I was like, "Fuck, I want to drop it so bad." Like it's before my census date. Should I just
Yeah.
do it? But then nah, I didn't do it. And now I'm sticking through it. I'm glad I stick through it. And so
yeah,
just like
exactly.
I guess taking the easy route out. But yeah,
No, that's fair. I feel like that happens to a lot of people.
yeah. But it's because I wasn't even studying during like the first month of like going back. I thought it would be like just dog shit easy, and I could just play Valorant again while I'm in class. But it wasn't like that. I had to take in the information. I had to like, yeah.
Fair enough. That's like me as well. Like first year was so fun. It was like I was being introduced to like all these new things. Like I wasn't used to, because like I came from a very like theory heavy like science degree, and then I wasn't used to like all these prac stuff.
Yeah.
And then like suddenly I was going to uni. I was like meeting new people. I was like doing all this like paramedic shit. I was like, this is so sick. This is so fun. And then like placement was even funner because like I was doing it on real people. I was like, this is so cool. Like talking to random people every day. Like
Yeah.
like every half an hour meeting someone new that's like has a broken leg or some shit. and then like a second year, it's like so much content, so much uni stuff. And I'm like, oh fuck. But
It's
like I want to
overwhelming.
stick through it. It's just like a lot. It's a lot to like deal with.
Yeah, I feel ya. I'm not gonna lie. I actually do miss that social interaction you get from uni. Like for me, pre-COVID, I was going to uni whenever I could. You know, I was going there, attending all the lectures. But as soon as COVID hit, and we had to like transition to online, I hated it. I hated being online,
Hate it so
and
much.
it took me ages to adapt.
But
And
I
like,
I honestly still haven't adapted to it. It's so fucked.
dude,
Yeah.
Dude,
I have,
I
and I
love
wish I
online.
did it. I wish I did it.
Become a hermit.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, I relate to that because like pre-COVID, I would go to uni like 4 or 5 days a week, and then I'd like sometimes study on the weekends with my mates, like outside of home. Because like it was like unheard of to like go on Discord and like study together and stuff like for my friend group. And then like COVID hit, and it was like suddenly I have to adjust to being at home all the time.
Yeah.
And then like now I go to uni like maybe once a week, and it's just like actually depressing.
I didn't even do that.
It's so depressing.
I think during the entirety of 2021, I went to uni less than 6 times. And that's not accounting for the fact that I had online or in-person exams.
That's fucked.
And I hate that.
Yeah, no, I actually hate that.
I should want to.
You know what
I
the
should
funny
want
thing
to go
was?
in person.
When COVID first hit, it was like 2020 March or something.
Yeah, it was like
when February or March
something-
when it came
some
to
early.
Australia.
Yeah.
Like right after
And like
the bushfires.
that was like, yeah, it was right after the bushfires, and then it was right after I got my P's as well. So literally, I drove to uni like 2 or 3 times, and then COVID hit, and suddenly I couldn't go to campus. Campus was closed. Like I was at home after I got my P's, and I could actually drive somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Then that sucks.
Like now I'm at home all the time, not driving anywhere. It's like, fuck, actually depressing as fuck. But you know, it is what it is. Shit happens.
So do you guys prefer online or in campus?
I wish I could be at campus like every single day.
I prefer online, but I wish I could be at campus.
Yeah, like the because I live so far away from campus, like the journey there is a bit far and it's a bit of a hassle, but like it's worth it. Like the
It really
journey there
is.
is a bit of a hassle, but when you get there and you're interacting with people and like new people and building like
it's just that
relationships,
environment, right?
yeah, it's like so nice.
Yeah. There's like cafes, there's like animals you can see, there's a park,
Yeah,
you know,
campus life.
campus life. I miss
I
it.
do
but
not like the campus life.
Maybe it's because you haven't gone to uni.
Yeah, uni's like
Yeah.
Uni
but
campus is different.
honestly, I don't really like interacting with other people that much. It is helpful, and I do gain from it. And plus, I have met some cool people, but I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm like, socially anxious and just like have trouble talking to people.
yeah. It could be like you're at a different stage of your life as well. Because like when I first went to uni straight out of high school, it was like a different thing to what it is now.
Yeah.
Like I was making friends with everyone, but now it's like a totally different thing. So like now it's like, yeah, I'm super socially anxious as well. I don't want to know anyone. Like, don't talk to me, please. Please just don't even
Yeah.
look my way. Like,
You know,
I want to go.
I was like that as well, like super anxious. But as soon as I learned that like not being anxious and like just going out there and just like giving it a go, that opens so many doors to like so many different friendships, so many different like avenues that you can like take to. So like I try to force myself to nowadays, you know, to like whenever there's like an opportunity to like do something, I probably would. And
Yeah, let's go skydiving.
Dude,
I
I'd be
want to.
so down
I
for
actually want to
that.
go skydiving on my birthday.
Let's
I'm not
do it.
joking, dude.
Let's do it.
Let's
No
do it.
doubt. Jimmy?
Let's sort it out.
I'm down.
You're down?
Jimmy's scared.
Sort it
Jimmy's
out,
scared.
Jimmy's
No,
scared.
You
Jimmy-
can't see his
pussy,
face right
man.
now, but he's
He's
shaking.
like, I want to go to the army, but
He's
I'm
crying.
scared.
No, I haven't overcome that social barrier yet. I wish I could, but I don't know. I just get too anxious. Like, I just feel like my whole heartbeat just like starts like
Start
just, like,
sweating, bro.
I start like sweating. Like I start like my I guess
Right.
like my I start like
It's
like
like
my
actual,
respiratory rate just
like,
like
proper
social
raises so
anxiety, bro.
much, and I just like my heartbeat just like I can just like and I just like
That's fucked.
That's legit
I
how am
just
speechless.
fold. I legit just like if anyone
Yeah,
just talks to me, I just fold, bro. Like I can't.
Yeah, but like I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a big thing to like think about is like, is it, if you feel that way as soon as you're put into a situation you're uncomfortable with, or if like you're thinking about it a lot before you get put into that situation. So for me, when I'm like shoved into a situation, most of the time I like go with the flow and adapt to it pretty well.
Yeah.
But then like if it's something I know that's coming up, like if I have to meet a new group of people, I'll think about it for like ages before it happens, and I'll like hype it up too much and like get like scared, and then like sometimes I even bail, don't even go to it.
Yeah, but like, you guys know that like, you guys do realize that like you're not the only ones that feel anxious, right? You're not the only one. Everyone else in that room is too. So when you become that person to like open up conversations, you know, lead the way, you know, lead things, people will like sort of feel glad that you do, and they sort of become more receptive to you. So I guess an example is like with like my past group projects at uni, everyone was like everyone was like that, right? Especially in like IT, not to like
I was gonna say, especially IT, wouldn't it be like
not to,
that?
like, but you know, people are like that. So in like most group projects I've had, I've always been that like project manager liaison, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy that like sort of not demands but paves how we complete a project, you know, like, oh, what should we be doing, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I think
I'm
it's a
like
good
never
skill,
that person though.
you know.
Never ever.
Wouldn't you want to be?
No, I'm just like never that person. I like rather not take charge of like how other people's responsibilities. Like I feel like they should decide that for themselves, and then I'll. It's not that I don't have an opinion. It's more like I'm comfortable with like taking on different responsibilities.
Yeah.
But like I don't really want to be that leader.
You don't?
Giving out the
Nah.
responsibilities.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't like
Nice.
expecting of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to place expectations on people. If they can do,
Yeah.
even if they can only do a little bit, as long as it's like the best that they can do, that's
Yeah.
fine with me.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like plus, I feel like, so for you, if you're saying like IT, most people are like more reserved. They don't like taking
Yeah,
charge.
definitely.
I feel like for my degree, a lot of people are like want to take charge.
Yeah.
So like it's pretty easy to like sit back and like let other people take the reins when they want to.
Yeah.
That's the same with me.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like
Everyone wants to like.
I guess
charge, yeah.
assertive, and everyone knows what they want and what they want. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
What
think I
about
could
you,
ever do
Jimmy?
that.
Yeah,
I-
Jimmy.
Are you the guy to lead or be lead?
Be
What do you
like-
think?
What do you think, Jimmy?
I don't know. Honestly, it depends on the situation. Honestly, like if it's something that I'm comfortable in, like you know, if I know, you know, I'm like, you know, there's a situation that, you know, I can handle by myself,
You're
or
comfortable.
if I can, like, you know, delegate people accordingly, you know, to their strengths and stuff, I'll lead. But if it's something that, like, if it's like a subject I'm comfortable with, like, you know, if I, for example, if I was doing like maybe like paramedics, and you know, like for a first time, I wouldn't take charge at all. I would be there, like I'll be ask you, this is my strengths. Where do you think I should go, rather than like, you know, these are my strengths, and I'm gonna tell you to go do that. Like I can't, like I'm not good at that, so I'm gonna go tell you to do that. Like
I can't do
like,
this, so you go do
you
that.
go do that. Like it honestly depends, like legit, like, you know, how comfortable I am with the situation, how comfortable I am with, like, you know, the topic that I'm, like, you know,
No,
project,
that's fair.
or I'm in doing with other people, whatever. Like
That's fair.
That's understandable.
I feel like I don't even tell people my strengths or my weaknesses. I'm just like, put me on whatever.
Yeah, I
whatever.
don't.
Yeah, you
Bro,
know,
literally, like, I had a group meeting yesterday or the other day, and then like we're deciding who does what, and then I was just like, yeah, I'll do whatever's left over. I'm like comfortable with it. I'm
You got
happy.
left with the hardest one.
I hate
I
that.
got left with the easiest one, to be
I
honest.
hate
Really?
that.
But
Because I want to pick what I want to do.
no, but like, cause I'm unfamiliar with.
you want to be the leader.
Yes.
No, but it's like almost cause I'm unfamiliar with like almost all the things. So like whatever I decide to do is like whatever I know I have to focus on.
Yeah.
Everything else is like,
It's a
you know, it
learning
doesn't matter at that
experience.
point.
True.
As long as I'm like put on one thing, then I'll like pursue that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's cool.
You know, like what I think, like, is like, you know what, like I think is like important in like in uni and TAFE, like in like going to succeed. Like, you know what, like what is the main thing that you should try to go for? Like rather than like, do you think, you know, listening in lectures more is like the most important thing? Do you think, you know, like studying extra hours? Do you think that's like the most important thing in uni?
So like qualities.
Quality.
I
I think it's personal.
It really does differ from person to person.
Yeah.
I think most importantly, it's your like, for me, it's your ability to like research, and if you have a problem, right, how do you overcome it, right? In like IT, I guess what I would do is I would prioritize how do we find solutions to that problem. You know what I mean? So in terms of quality and how to succeed, it differs from person to person. People like theory work more than, you know,
Yeah.
practical work. People thrive off that. So
No, that's like, I've like, fuck, I'm saying like a lot, but I've observed it a lot in like my friends. So like, so for me, like, oh fuck, that's so hard. So for me, one of the most important things is like keeping up to date with all the work all the time. As long as I'm up to date, I feel like as long as I'm up to date, like everything, the whole big picture of the entire course like makes sense. But then as soon as I start lagging behind, it's like everything fragments into little bits of like stuff I have to focus on.
Yeah.
And it like gets really confusing. But then like I have a friend that like he can not look at any of the work all semester and then just start watching all the lectures at the end of it and he'll be fine completely. He doesn't even take notes. He just listens to the lectures and he's like fine.
I do that.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I
What's
do
wrong
that.
with you? Like, that's so
That's big
weird.
brain.
That's so weird. He's like, he says that he can't take notes because it's like hard to focus when he's taking notes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he just has to listen. Like, what the fuck?
I agree with that.
Is it you?
Yeah,
It's
that's
so weird
me.
though. I need notes. I need to take notes. I need to be up to date.
Actually, you know, there's actually something relating to that with my uni group as well. We have this thing that we call last minute stress that like fuels us to like
yeah.
to like
Gives you the
study.
motivation.
Yeah.
Pushes you over the line of like
Yeah.
how what's the word? What's the word? Oh, I can't remember the word. Too brain dead right now.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I don't know though. Like every time we're close to a deadline, it always comes up. All right, boys, it's time for that last minute.
Oh yeah,
Fuel.
it like instills like a sense of urgency.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
But normally you don't have that sense of urgency. But as soon as the deadline's coming up super close,
yeah,
it like clicks
it's
in
the
your
pain
brain.
that fuels us.
Yeah.
It's like the due today kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, like I feel very similar. But then that last minute stress like shuts me down at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not ideal, but it like definitely shuts me down.
So, do you think you underperform under stress?
Yeah, I definitely underperform
You do?
under stress. But it's weird because like it depends on the type of stress.
Yeah.
So if it's like a stressful situation where it's more, how do I explain this? If me performing poorly is a qualitative difference, like if let's say people view me differently because I perform poorly or something, like it's not very like tangible. It's like, maybe, I don't know. It's hard to explain. So like let's say I have a deadline coming up for something and it's going to affect my GPA, and that's like a real number. The GPA, it's not like real number, but like it's definitely going to change my GPA. That shuts me down. But then if I have like a deadline with a group member and the group member's like, oh, this kid's not reliable if he doesn't meet the deadline, then like I can work like fine, completely fine. It doesn't stress me out at all because like I don't care. But then as soon as quantitative stuff is involved, like numbers, as soon as I'm getting graded on it, as soon as it's changing my mark or my GPA, it like shuts me down completely. Even
Yeah.
if it's like the tiniest mark, I like
Of
stress
course.
out so much over like losing percentages.
What do you think, Jimmy? Are you that type of person?
Yeah, of course. Like I generally feel like that's the reason like one of the main reasons why like I decided to like take a break from uni as well, because I don't know, you always try like so hard to meet those, that grade, that expectations and stuff, and then like when you can't, it just shuts you down, and then when you get into a streak of that, then like you like never ending streak of always not getting the marks you want, you just lose motivation, you just lose the drive to continue what you
Puts a
want to
strain
do.
on you.
Exactly, like something that you were so passionate about you doing, and like you let these marks change all of that. Like it's just like it's not like it's so stupid, because like this is something that you want to become as a career, and they're like marking you on that, and it's just stupid, because like instead they should be encouraging you to do better, rather than like keep grading your mark, and then like they'll kick you out if you're not if you're underperforming. Like why don't they try help more, I guess, like especially as this is an institution that you pay like so much for.
Yeah.
Exactly, like and this is knowledge that you can find anywhere on the internet.
Yeah. That's
It's like, of course, like finding it like yourself is not easy. It's not gonna be easy. And that's what makes uni like so like simple, like so like good, because everything's always already there for you. It's all compacted for
There's a
you,
structure for you to
constructed
take.
for you. Exactly, what they believe is the pathway in becoming like a good paramedic, a good IT, a good nurse, like a good engineer. But I don't know, and like a lot of people do find success through that, but a lot of people can't. Like it's just a fact. That's why like a lot of people drop out even like first year. They even like choose uni as a pathway.
Yeah.
They just go straight into the workforce. I don't know, but I generally feel like with uni, especially, like it's more to do with connections. I generally feel like uni is not like about all of studying like a certain subject to get good conclusions. I reckon it's all about connections. Like if you struggle with something, you just connect with people. You connect with teachers, with tutors, with friends that who are actually excelling on that subject. That's the thing. Like that's the thing that I feel like I failed in doing a lot, because especially with COVID as well, you can't connect with people. You can't.
So
You're at home. You're online. You're by yourself. You can't go up to your tutor, go up to your lecturer, and ask, by the way, I'm struggling with this. Like, can you explain this more carefully, or could you, give me like help with that? That's the thing. Like, it's that stubbornness. I feel like if you want to succeed uni, if you want to succeed TAFE, you gotta push yourself. You gotta go up there and ask questions. You're gonna ask people, go talk to people. That's the thing. Like, you can't face uni by yourself. Like, as much as if you are a genius, if that you kind of find that stuff easy, then go hard. But like a lot of people who can't do that, I feel like rather than trying to study, they should focus on like reaching out, like asking for help. Yeah, exactly.
Those are wise words, man. I should heed that advice.
Right, like like that's
I'm
what
struggling
like,
over here by myself.
You're right. Honestly,
On the verge of a breakdown.
Don't worry. That is the reason why. Like, I feel like when I do get back into uni, when I do back into studying, this is something I'm gonna work on first, rather than I'm just gonna cut out everything out of my life and just focus solely on studying. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to appreciate my social life. I want to appreciate my time with friends, family, my work as well. Like, of course, like I don't think life should be about studying all the time. Like, as much as your Asian mom will tell you study first, forget about everything, and then you have a good life after that. Like, that's bullshit. Like, I feel like half your life will just flash by if you follow those words.
Truly spoken, like an anime MC.
What the fuck?
Like an anime
This guy's speaking
MC.
the wisest words of his life, man.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's kind of understandable what they're saying. Like, if you put the work in first,
But like-
everything you
but
want
like-
will come after.
I feel like it's
Does it work though?
Okay, with uni, it's a little harder because who the fucks likes to study? Like, it's hard. What? It's hard to like I don't know. I guess because you don't feel like you're gaining anything out of it. I mean, yeah, you're passing these assignments, you're getting like these grades and shit, but it
Exactly.
doesn't. I guess you don't actually feel like you've gained something until you've graduated. But like, let's say if you like were like you started investing when you were young. You
Yeah.
started instead of going out socializing.
Yeah.
You started working 7 days a week. 10-hour days. All you do is work, invest in real estate or whatever. And like
Yeah.
then you could become like super successful from
Yeah.
that. Like successful as in like you have a shit ton of money, you have a shit ton of spare time.
Yeah.
You're wealthy in time. You have that passive income.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what they see when they tell you to study, but it doesn't feel like that because you're not gaining anything. But
Yeah,
let's say
exactly.
if you're in real estate, you're working your ass off 20%. You're constantly getting
Exactly.
money. You're constantly, like looking into property, buying into property.
Yeah.
You're gaining something out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is harder when you're studying because it's just
It's hard to exactly.
just-
It's so much knowledge. It's not
Yeah.
like even real estate, like with passive income investing, it's
yeah.
there's a skills that you need to like actually like breed in, like freaking push into your body. Like you need to like follow that like pathway. Like you have to live that way. Exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't. It's not something you can just pick up a book and just pick it up like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff you got to go out there and actually see for yourself. Fail, and success. It's just gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know exactly. But then, like, do you think, because we were saying like, do you think like only the way to be successful is to graduate, to get a
Fuck
diploma?
no. What the hell? No, dude. Like, dude, you see like, there's a bunch of people just blowing up now, getting a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And they haven't even graduated school.
Yeah, I know.
Like, there's a lot of successful people who are a lot younger than us, who either dropped out, like have there are many pathways to I guess to be successful.
Yeah.
Which is essentially just to have money.
Mm.
But like studying, getting a diploma, a bachelor's, a master's, it's not the only way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not for
Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah, I don't think it's for me either.
Yeah, I know
But
that
I'm
too
still
well.
there.
Yeah, because like, it's what the traditional way, or what our parents,
Yeah.
they think is the only way to success is to get a diploma, to get a bachelor, to get a good
Just
job,
study.
to get a house. They think that's the way of successful life,
Yeah.
but that's not way life it should be for everyone. Like everyone has a different way they want to live their lives. Like I want to travel. I don't care about having a house. I don't care about having stability. Well, like as I should, but like
Yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, yeah.
yeah, but like I want to live my life. I want to see the whole world like for what
Yeah.
it is.
Success, I don't think. It's not like, for me, it's not to have a stable job.
Yeah,
It's not to have a house.
Yeah.
It's to have, a stable job does help
Yeah.
into what I want, but it's to have passive income, to be
Yeah.
wealthy in time.
it's to get
It's
to get more time.
Yeah, to
it's-
gain
exactly,
time. I don't
you
want
know.
to be working like
Right,
a 9
exactly.
to 5 for the rest of my life after I
Exactly.
graduate, get a diploma, get a good job. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to do that shit. Like what? Like
Um,
but the end goal is to succeed. To what success is to me is to have a lot of free time.
right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm in a totally different boat to you guys.
What do you think?
Shit.
Like,
Asian man.
no, it's not that. It's because, like, the pathway I want to pursue, paramedicine, it's like, it's so weird because like I would be. I mean, obviously, I'm not qualified, so I'm not doing all the work, but I am helping for like the whole shift with the paramedics when I was on placement. So like, even after like a 12-hour, 13-hour shift on the ambulance, I would be completely fine. I'd be ready to go. Like, I'd be hyper as fuck, like still ready to charge in and like do some shit. But then like it's so weird because like I could do that day in, day out, like over and over again. I'd be completely fine. Like, I'd rather be on the ambulance helping people than like at home, like doing whatever, like studying or whatever.
Yeah, because like if it was good, right?
It's like, yeah, it's like rejuvenating. It's not like an adrenaline thing. It's like, it feels like I'm living life. It feels like I'm doing what I want to be doing.
yeah,
And like, even though I wasn't getting paid for it, paramedics kept coming up to me for it and whatever. But always be like, nah, it's fine. I fucking love it here.
Yeah.
Like, this is so cool.
yeah, exactly.
And it's like, I could easily just like do hours and hours of it. Like, I'd rather do like 15 hours on the ambulance than like 3 hours, 4 hours straight of studying any day of the week.
Oh,
Any
easily.
day. Like,
Easily.
It's such a different thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like you guys want your own time, but I feel like that is where I'm spending the highest quality of my time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
well,
like in that
yeah. Success
specific-
is like relative, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has their own, benchmark for what they think is successful, and if that's what you think is successful, then
Mm.
I
Go
can
for
respect that.
No, like you're just
Respect that.
lucky. You found what you're passionate about like early on. Like a lot of people, like what me and Anthony are talking about, we just haven't just found what we're passionate about yet. But so far, we know that this is something that can help us aim towards that. Will give us more time to consider other other categories, other jobs, like because like rather than focusing on one job for the rest of our lives, we can have that extra time. Our job's working for us. Like our income's working exactly. We're free to do what we want. Free to pick up guitar, learn Japanese, whatever. Like study anything. But like it's so good that you picked up paramedics. Honestly, because
Bro,
you're
I fucking hate uni though.
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be honest here. Like I fucking hate uni.
But like, was uni the only pathway you could go through to do that?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I also considered joining the army first. As
Oh,
a
yeah,
medic,
definitely.
As a medic,
Yeah.
you can become a medic, and then you can, after you complete like your medic training or whatever, you can like do a very shortened like uni course to become an on-road paramedic.
Yeah. Would you like still
And I was-
even if you do finish your degree, would you still consider doing that, like going to the army?
Oh yeah,
You know,
I want to
going
do
for
it
a
still
medic role.
part-time. I want to do it part-time, but like the medic role is like always full.
Yeah,
It's constantly full. I've been looking at it like here and like every now and then for the past like 3 or 4 years, and it's always full. So it's like really depressing.
Do you think like you could choose another role and then work your way towards that? Like,
yeah, you can. I've been considering it. You can join as like a different role, and then like I don't know, within like 1 to 2 years or something,
Yeah.
I think you're allowed to transition.
Mm.
But then that's like a bit how you going.
Yeah.
How you going,
That's a bit
mate?
how you going, mate. So I don't know about that one. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I have a question. It's mainly for Jimmy and Anthony. So you guys is like ideal vision of like success is like making your own time, right? Having that time to do whatever you want.
Mm.
Yeah.
How do you guys aim to get there? Because like, I guess the reality is, you can work your ass so hard, and still not make it.
Yeah. Well.
How are you guys taking that step, or what steps will you need to take to get that profound freedom of time? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, how would you use that income to, or like anything really? How would you use that to get to where you want?
I think I want to invest my money into real estate. Like I don't really know anything about it or how to do it, but I think just like being like owning multiple homes, creating that passive income, renting it out is like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
get to where I want to be.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know anything about it. I don't have enough knowledge on it.
You just need money.
Be a
That's what-
basic.
that's-
Yeah,
you just
that's
need
what I
money.
think. But at
That's
the
the
same
thing.
time, there's a lot of things that go into real estate. Like you gotta know what house you want to buy. You gotta know
Yeah.
what because you're basically the one who's constructing the house, right? You don't want to buy a house that's like what is it, like low in rent because it's a shit area, like
Yeah,
a
consider
flood area.
Yeah.
But you don't want to buy a house that's new because what the opportunity to make money is. Like the real opportunity to make money is when you're flipping it. So when you like refurbish a house,
Yeah.
that's where the real money comes in, because
Exactly.
like you buy a house like 500K or something. It's a shit house, shit rundown house. But it's a nice area.
Yeah.
You what is that called again?
Renovate.
You renovate it or
Yeah.
or knock it down. You rebuild
Yeah.
and you maybe build a nicer home, or you even build units on it. You know what I mean? That's like where the money is. But I don't know at the same time because I just watch this dude on like Instagram.
No, that's
Really?
fair. That's fair though. But I think you should always explore like all the different avenues you want.
Yeah.
So how you get into your profound freedom, Jimmy?
I feel like there is like a pathway, a step ladder, of passive income that you can learn and slowly build up. Like at the start, investing in crypto, investing in
Yes,
stocks,
baby.
investing into ETFs. That is simple. That is stuff that you don't need to consider researching about, or not a lot like real estate. That is stuff like you know,
There is a lot of research.
there is definitely a lot of research, but like, do you believe like, you know, as real estate, well, it doesn't take as much money as I believe.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Exactly, as starting into real estate, but you can always build your way up with that, like, you know,
Yeah.
and then you can move onto like, you know, starting a side hustle or starting an online business once you
Yeah.
get that more income coming up, like, you know, drop shipping. There's plenty of ways. There's affiliate marketing. There's what others is there? You know, there's digital marketing. Like there's so much ways. You know, passive income. It's not just real estate that you can make you big. But real estate is the main goal you want to end up at the end.
Is that your goal?
Yeah, of course. And real estate, like, people always want homes, of course. You know, people are never not gonna have a home, or like, you know, they never gonna think, you know, having a house is gonna be a waste of money. Like having a
Everyone needs
a
one.
roof, yeah, you know, like a roof under your over your head,
Yeah.
it's gonna be, you know, a bad decision.
What?
But then like having a roof over your head is like gonna be a bad decision. Like, you know, to
Nobody
like,
thinks
not
that.
having a roof over
Having
your
a
head,
roo-
or having a roof over your head
It's
is
not
a
a
bad.
it's not a bad decision. Like,
No,
like, whatever.
he's saying nobody is gonna think having a roof over your head
yes,
is a bad thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
wants that.
Everyone
needs it.
yeah. I don't know, but like everybody has their different way. Like, you know, if you pick up real estate much faster than, you know, you think, and you have the money for it, go for it. But like, you know, there are easier ways to do it. Like, you know, with less money, like with drop shipping, you don't need to put that much money in because you have to own any inventory. All you have to do is just find a niche that you think that will sell.
Yeah.
Create a website, advertise well, boom, and then, you know, and wait for people to come to you, and then all you have to do is just put their order towards a drop shipping like Alibaba or AliExpress, and they'll ship to you. The only negative of that is the shipping cost, or like the shipping in general, because, you know, it's not coming from you, it's coming straight from like a different country like China or whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
honestly, real estate isn't all just buying a whole house. You can be
yeah,
an
I know,
investor.
like, you know, it's like exactly invest. Like
you can invest like, you know, like 5-10K into, like, you give it, like, you're not buying it, you're not gaining as much money, but you're investing it into a property with someone else.
Yeah.
And yeah, like that's a one way to gain money without
Yeah.
a whole lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Investing is like, there's always risk with investing, but like, if you stick to it, you'll get, you know,
you gain the knowledge.
you gain the knowledge. Like, you can always, if you fail, try again. Fail, try, keep trying. Honestly, just don't stop until, you know, you'll eventually get there. Nice.
Very nice.
But definitely, but I do like, you know, I do want another like podcast topic about passive income. Like once, like we've all tried, like, or like
once we've tried it.
yeah, once we try it, exactly, and once like done more research about it, because it is something that I truly feel like a lot of people should know about, because like it's
freedom.
yeah, exactly, financial freedom is what I feel like everyone should go for. Like, they should not be held down by money. They should not be held down by work, because there's so much in life that, you know, you should do, not rather than working a 9 to 5 every day.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, having that freedom would. That's why society presses people.
Yeah, honestly, like,
Dude,
you know.
do you guys ever think about like what life would be? I mean, it would be pretty monkey. What life would be without like I guess money, or just like, what is it like? I don't know, like, just like, imagine all of us. We were all born. People weren't born with like fucking buildings and just like money and just like, you know, without, they didn't need to have a job. Like, they didn't need to study something. You know, people just lived by it. They just like, they just did whatever the fuck they want. Like, they're just chilling. I feel like that would have been pretty nice to live in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it would be pretty chaotic.
I don't know. I just like want to show people that, you know, like, no matter where you start in life, as, you know, homeless, like as a, you know, in a suburb, like, you know, just in a modern suburban area, like, I don't know, like, you can achieve, you know, like that, like, if people, same as someone who's born with billions of dollars as they are, like, it's just, you got to put a lot more work. Definitely, that's all it is.
Is that all there is?
There probably is probably a lot more.
It's not so black and white, is it? Like, oh, just put more hard work in.
Yeah,
work
it's
harder,
gonna
be-
be- work harder, motherfucker.
There's a lot of factors that go into it.
Yeah.
But I think we're very lucky in this country and like the situation we've been born into.
For sure.
But yeah,
this country, this day and age, the internet is such a
I mean, it's a
useful
double-edged
tool.
sword, though.
Yeah, it's legit a double-edged sword.
Legit, it's like giving me autism, but at the same time, it's teaching me on how to be financially free.
yeah, yeah,
Alright,
it can. It
Black
can.
and white to everything.
It's a give and take, you know.
Yeah, it's give and take.
you take some knowledge.
You learn how to invest. You get an extra chromosome.
You hated extra chromosome people.
Yeah.
that it?
No, bro. Don't put me on like that. No, but
Nah, that's good though. Financial freedom is cool. But
I think.
yeah, I think that's a good time to end it right there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
What do you think, Jimmy?
Jimmy, where you
Jimmy,
going,
You
Jimmy?
need to come back here right
Bro,
now.
we didn't close it off. You're just ditching. What the?
This guy's grabbing a drink.
No. But yeah, I think.
He's thirsty.
Yeah, I think that'll be it for the recap podcast, the filler app, but it wasn't really a filler, half filler.
It was like a whole lot of shit.
That was a lot.
Filler,
It was a good catch up, that's for sure.
good catch up. Yeah.
Anyway.
So next
Peace out.
episode
On the next episode will
Oh, no.
be.
in the army.
Yeah,
We'll be-
hopefully
Nate
not.
will be in
Podcasting.
Ukraine.
Podcasting straight from Ukraine.
You
Holy.
see him on TV.
Oh no, dude.
Alright. This is us out.
Peace.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, fellas.
Bye.
Oyasumi.